Hello everybody, welcome to another exciting episode of Gibbon Travelogue. I'm Gilbert.
And I'm Lilian.
And today we are in
Hangzhou, the capital of the Zhejiang province.
Yes, and Michael Polo once described Hangzhou as the finest and most splendid city in the world. Are you excited to explore this place?
Yeah, indeed.
Okay, let's go this way. Hangzhou is often hailed as one of China's most beautiful cities. It is a perfect blend of natural splendor, rich history, and modern vibrancy. Famous for its West Lake Sihu, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the city offers breathtaking scenery, from mist-covered waters to the lush tea plantations in the rolling hills of Longjing. In this video, Lilian and I will explore its scenic landscapes and cultural landmarks over 4 days, with 12 interesting things to do in Hangzhou. Our journey begins with a high-speed train ride from Shanghai to Hangzhou. On more information on how to take the high-speed train to Hangzhou, you can check out these 2 videos from our channel. For accommodations, we stay in Hilton Garden Inn, Hangzhou West Lake. It is a conveniently located hotel located on the eastern side of the West Lake, just 7 minutes by TT to the Hubin Pedestrian Street. Over at the hotel concierge, you can hire a hotel driver that can bring you out for a day trip around the Sihu for just 199 renminbi during the low season and 299 renminbi for the high season. Our first stop is Hubin路步行街. This is one of Hangzhou's most vibrant and scenic areas, located along the eastern shore of the West Lake. This lively waterfront promenade is a popular destination for both locals and tourists. It has a good offering of modern shopping and stunning lake views. The street is lined with high-end boutiques, cafes, tea houses, and local snack vendors, making it a great place to experience Hangzhou's urban charm. As night falls, Hubin Pedestrian Street transforms into a dazzling spectacle with a West Lake musical fountain show, where synchronized water jets and colorful lights dance to music, creating a mesmerizing display against the backdrop of the lake. We are also treated to a Hangzhou Yue Ju, staged at the Xizi Bridge, right at the heart of the pedestrian street. The area is also a great starting point for an evening stroll along the West Lake shoreline. It could have been a peaceful place to rest and enjoy the gentle breeze if not for the street buskers singing at the top of their voices, trying to compete for an audience. To end the evening, we enjoy an immersive performance at the Lake Dongpo Show,西湖东坡驻场秀, a visually stunning production that brought Su Dongpo's poetry and legacy to life. Lake Dongpo is an immersive theatrical production that brings to life Su Dongpo's time as an official in Hangzhou, showcasing his contributions such as dredging the West Lake, constructing the Su Causeway, and improving the city's water systems.
既然叫西湖东坡，那肯定跟苏轼苏东坡有关系，大家说对不对？
对。
还有，跟东坡肉也有关系。
The integration of Hangzhou dialect, including the phrase 傻宽, symbolizing Su Dongpo's optimistic outlook, adds authenticity to the experience. The performance also brings us on a cultural journey through Hangzhou, along with local delicacies like Longjing Cha and Dongpo Rou, which Su Dongpo himself created.
柴头掩烟烟不起，待他自首莫催他，火候足时他自美。当然，这怎么能少得了美酒呢？来来来，哎呀，准备开饭了。
This is surprisingly entertaining and we thoroughly enjoy it. To make the most of our time, we hired the hotel's car and driver for 199 renminbi to explore Sihu and its surroundings.
这条街上面都是木头房，它就是南宋期间留下来的。
何方街啊？
哎，
哪里啊？ We start the day by climbing Leifeng Pagoda, Leifeng Ta, famous for its connection to the legend of the White Snake. This pagoda is one of the most iconic landmarks of Westlake. Originally built in 975 AD, during the 5 dynasties and 10 kingdoms period, the pagoda has long been associated with the famous legend of the White Snake, a Chinese folktale about the love between a human and a white snake spirit, who was ultimately imprisoned beneath the pagoda. Although the original structure collapsed in 1924, it was reconstructed in 2002, incorporating modern materials while preserving its ancient charm. Today, visitors can take an elevator or climb to the top, where they are rewarded with breathtaking views of Sihu, surrounding mountains and Hangzhou's skyline.
Amazing.
Inside, the pagoda features exhibits showcasing its history, Buddhist relics, and remnants of the original structure, offering insight into Hangzhou's past. Leifeng Pagoda is a historical and cultural symbol, representing the fusion of Buddhist heritage, folklore, and architectural grandeur. No wonder it is one of Hangzhou's most fascinating attractions. No trip to Hangzhou is complete without visiting its famous Longjing Tea Plantations. The Longjing Tea Plantations, Longjing茶园, offer a fascinating glimpse into the world of China's most famous green tea, Longjing Cha. Located in the hills west of Sihu, these lush tea fields are not only a picturesque escape, but also the heart of centuries-old tea culture. Tea farmers handpicking the finest leaves and making the famous Longjing tea is a tradition that dates back to the Tang Dynasty and was later perfected during the Song and Qing dynasties. One of the highlights of visiting the plantations is the chance to taste Longjing Cha at different stages of processing, from freshly picked leaves to the final delicate brew. The villagers and tea retailers are incredibly welcoming, eager to share their knowledge about tea harvesting, hand roasting techniques, and the unique characteristics of authentic Longjing Cha. However, the hospitality sometimes comes with a bit of hard selling, as many shops enthusiastically encourage visitors to purchase their tea. While this can feel a little pushy, it doesn't take away from the overall charm and authenticity of the experience. Visiting the Longjing Tea Plantations is a fun and educational journey, offering a deeper appreciation for the craftsmanship behind China's most prestigious green tea. Again, this is a must-visit spot that blends nature and tradition into one unforgettable experience. After the visit to the Longjing Tea Plantations, we have our lunch at Green Tea Restaurant, 绿茶餐厅. The experience is delightful, offering a mix of traditional Hangzhou flavors with a modern twist. The restaurant, known for its cozy atmosphere and scenic surroundings, serve up some of its signature dishes including the Dongpo pork ribs and glass noodles with prawns. While the place was bustling with both locals and tourists, the service is efficient and the food is well prepared and reasonably priced, It is a great spot to take a break from exploring, enjoy authentic Zhejiang cuisine, and soaking in the relaxed Sihu. It's okay. After lunch, we resume our exploration, heading to the former residence of Du Jinsheng, a master of traditional Chinese silk weaving. This historical building offers a glimpse into the life and legacy of Du Jinsheng. Known as the father of modern Chinese silk, Du Jinsheng revolutionized traditional silk craftsmanship by incorporating Western techniques, elevating Hangzhou's silk industry to international recognition. The residence itself is a beautifully preserved historical building, showcasing elegant early 20th century architecture with intricate wood carvings, vintage furnishings, and displays of Du Jinsheng's exquisite silk works. Walking through the space, visitors can admire silk paintings, embroidered fabrics, and antique weaving machines, each reflecting the artistry and innovation that define Du Jinsheng's contributions to Chinese textiles. Lilian and I visit the Yue Fei Temple, Yue Fei Miao, a site dedicated to the revered Song Dynasty general Yue Fei. Located at the northern end of Sihu, the temple is a popular destination for visitors. The admission costs 25 renminbi per adult, making it an accessible and worthwhile stop. Walking through the temple grounds, we can see the intricate architectural details that reflected traditional Chinese craftsmanship. The temple complex, originally built in 1221 during the Southern Song Dynasty, has been rebuilt multiple times over the centuries due to war and destruction. The existing structures were reconstructed during the Qing Dynasty and has been preserved to honor Yue Fei's legacy. The Zhonglie Shrine, a key section of the temple complex, consists of three parts: the main building, the front courtyard, and the entrance gate. This shrine is the heart of the temple, dedicated to enshrining and worshipping Yue Fei. Hanging from the eaves of the main building is a plaque inscribed with 星照天日, meaning heart illuminating the sky and the sun, written by Marshal Ye Jianying, a prominent Chinese military leader of the PLA. Inside the main hall stands a grand seated statue of Yue Fei, depicted in full military uniform, exuding an air of dignity and resilience. Flanking the main hall are two annexes, the Liewen Shrine on the east and the Fuwen Shrine on the west. These shrines are dedicated to Zhang Xian and Niu Gao, two of Yue Fei's most loyal subordinate generals who fought alongside him. The temple's location near the Sihu also enhances its appeal. The peaceful gardens and surrounding greenery make it a perfect retreat to appreciate both history and nature. This combination of history, culture, and scenic charm make the Yue Fei Temple a must-visit site for those exploring Hangzhou. After visiting the Yue Fei Temple, we take a boat ride on the West Lake, an experience that perfectly captures the beauty and tranquility of this UNESCO World Heritage Site. The gentle ripples of the lake reflect the surrounding misty mountains and willow-lined shores. This is like a scene straight out of a classical Chinese painting. Our destination is the three pools mirroring the Moon Island, Santan Yue Dao, one of the most famous spots on Sihu. The boat ride is nice and peaceful, allowing us to take in the stunning lake views and the occasional sight of traditional wooden boats gliding past. As we approach the island, we can finally set our eyes on the three stone pagodas, 三座石塔, rising from the water. These stone pagodas were erected to mark the no planting zone in the waters during the Song Dynasty. These well-preserved pagodas, which are featured on the 1 yuan banknote, have been an iconic symbol of Sihu for centuries. Upon reaching the island, we are free to explore at our own pace. The island feels like a world of its own, with serene gardens, winding pathways, and small pavilions offering picturesque views of the lake. The reflection of the stone pagodas in the water was mesmerizing, and it was easy to see why this spot is considered one of the top 10 scenes of Sihu. After enjoying our time on the island, we used our tickets to disembark at lakeside downtown, Hubin, one of the designated exit points. From there, we continue our exploration of Hangzhou. As today is a Sunday, Lilian and I start the day with Mass at the Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception, a quiet and peaceful retreat from the city's bustling streets. The Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception, 圣母无原罪主教座堂, is located at 415 Zhongshan Road North and is one of the oldest churches in China. It was originally built in 1661 by the Italian Jesuit priest Martino Martini. Its Romanesque design featured 3 naves separated by rows of columns. As Lilian and I attend Sunday Mass here, the peaceful service in Mandarin is a beautiful experience, reminding us of the cathedral's long and resilient history. Next, we visit Song Dynasty city, Song城, a theme park that recreates the grandeur of the Song Dynasty. As the largest theme park in the city and the first of its kind in Zhejiang, it beautifully showcases the culture and history of the Song Dynasty, which lasted from 960 to 1279 AD. The park's layout and architectural style are inspired by the famous ancient painting, Qingming Sanghe Tu. The park is divided into 3 areas: Performing Songchen, High-Tech Songchen, and Cultural Songchen. Performing Songchen features spectacular shows including the highly acclaimed Romance of the Song Dynasty, Songchen Qiangu Qing, which is a massive panoramic performance that tells historical stories of Hangzhou. The price of the ticket is 320 RMB for an adult VIP seat. This performance is famous worldwide and has been performed over 17,000 times to millions of people. It combines dance, acrobatics, and storytelling to bring to life the city's rich history, including the legendary tale of the hero Yue Fei. The entire experience gives us a deeper appreciation of Hangzhou's heritage, and it is clear why Song Dynasty City is an interesting attraction. No trip to Hangzhou is complete without exploring Qinghefang Old Street, Qinghefang古街, a vibrant marketplace lined with traditional tea houses, souvenir shops, and local snacks. Our visit there is a captivating experience that takes us through a living snapshot of the city's rich history and culture. Located just a few hundred meters from Sihu, this ancient street is the best preserved part of the city. Dating back to the Southern Song Dynasty, Qinghefang was once the bustling heart of the city, filled with shops, tea houses, and restaurants, making it a hub of politics, culture, and commerce. Today, it remains a vibrant area with many century-old businesses. We come across famous shops like Fang Hui Chun Tang, a medical hall which was founded in 1649 during the Qing Dynasty, and till today provides medical treatment using traditional Chinese medicine. Another historically significant medical hall is Hu Qing Yu Tang, which was founded in 1874. The street has retained much of its historical charm, with many buildings from the Ming and Qing dynasties that have been carefully preserved. One of the standout landmarks in the area is the Drum Tower, Gulou, which stands as a reminder of Hangzhou's ancient past. The tower was historically used to signal time and mark the hours of the day, and it adds to the street's old-world atmosphere. A particularly fascinating stop is a modern art installation called the Nine Walls of Hangzhou, Hangzhou Jiuqiang, which reproduces the life of old Hangzhou using the artifacts of yesteryears. One of my favorite sites of Qinghefang Old Street is the Nansong Sufang, a bookstore that focuses on anything related to the Southern Song Dynasty. On the last day, we visited the famous broken bridge Duanqiao. Located on the northern edge of the West Lake, the bridge is famous for its historical significance and stunning views, especially during the early morning or at sunset, where the light reflects off the water. The bridge earns its name because of the appearance of a gap in the middle, but in reality, the bridge has always been intact. The broken bridge is also tied to the famous Chinese legend of the white snake, Bai Se Zhuan. According to the story, the legendary love between Xu Xian and Madam Whitesnake unfolds near the bridge, adding a layer of romance and mystery to the location. As we walk along, we can imagine the beauty of the setting described in the story, surrounded by the lush landscape of Sihu. We can imagine this place to be even more beautiful during the summer months when the lotus flowers in Sihu fully bloom. Finally, we make our way to our last stop in Hangzhou, Lingyin Temple, one of China's most revered Buddhist temples. Known as one of the most important Buddhist temples in China, Lingyin Temple is renowned for its history, beautiful pagodas, and the many Buddhist carvings scattered throughout Leifeng. The temple, which dates back to 328 AD, was founded during the Eastern Qing Dynasty by the Indian monk Huili. It was once home to thousands of monks and numerous buildings, and it played a major role in the development of Chan Buddhism in the region. As we move around the temple, we were humbled by the enormity of the complex and its historical significance. The Hall of the Four Heavenly Kings, Si Da Tian Wang Dian, serves as the temple's former entrance, and inside we can see the imposing statue of Maitreya, Mila Pusa, Skanda Buddha, Wei Tuo Pusa, and the Four Heavenly Kings, all set under beautifully painted ceilings adorned with phoenixes and dragons. Further inside, the Mahavira Hall stands out with its grandeur. This hall houses a 24-meter high wooden statue of Sakyamuni Buddha, making it the largest of its kind in China. The intricate carvings and statues, along with the panorama depicting scenes from the Avatamsaka Sutra, were particularly captivating. We visit the Yao Si Dian, dedicated to the medicine Buddha, where statues of protective generals stand guard. Another highlight is the Hall of Ji Gong, dedicated to the famous monk, whose eccentric life and acts of compassion are beautifully depicted in large murals. The entrance fee to Leifeng is 45 renminbi and an additional 30 renminbi to visit the Lingyin Temple. Lingyin Temple is definitely a destination of profound historical and cultural importance, where visitors can connect with China's rich Buddhist heritage. Okay, this is our 4-day journey through Hangzhou, but there's still so much more to see. So we'll definitely come back again.
That's it, folks. Hope you enjoyed this video.
Yes, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give us a like, leave a comment for us, and subscribe to Gibbon Travelogue. And until our next video,
We'll see you again. Bye.
bye!